Set, get, and work methods. Set methods are also called mutator methods because they literally mutate or set or change the values of the data fields or attributes within a class's objects. Here's some sample pseudocode for a set method. Remember, the void keyword indicates that this method will not return a value back to the program. And here's some sample pseudocode invoking, using dot notation, the set last name method. Now, it's not required that these set methods start with the set prefix, but it is a very common naming convention. Also note that some languages have properties or allow you to create properties to set the values for these data fields. Visual Basic, for example, has built-in classes, and when you instantiate objects in Visual Basic, those objects have properties, and we can set those data field values by simply setting values within the properties of those particular objects. Here's sample pseudocode of a set hourly wage method. Notice that it is very common to have some programming logic within a method. This particular method uses some nested if-else logic. Also notice that within this method, it calls another method. Get methods are also called accessor methods because they access the data within the fields. The purpose is to return a value to the outside world. Notice in this particular pseudocode that it's not void and it does return last name. Okay, so that value is returned back to the program where this method is called. So the value returned from this get method is usually assigned to a variable of the particular data type, in this case, string. Work methods are methods with the intention of doing some type of processing or calculations. Again, this is pseudocode for a work method that will calculate the weekly pay. Again, its purpose is not to return data to the program, so it's void. But what it does is it sets the value of a particular variable. This is an attribute within the class. So again, work methods are used to perform some sort of processing or calculation.